So the third church that I visited while I was in Sydney is called St Paul's Castle Hill. It took me about an hour and a bit to get there, and that's just because it's the other side of the city. And they had, well, let me just show you. This is me walking into their tech area. Isn't it amazing? They have about 8 people on and some separate cameras, and they really are doing things at a next level. And we got to sit in this room the entire way through the service and ask questions. And one of the things that I found super helpful was they've got this ability to put something different on the stream as on the projectors and stuff in the building. And obviously you couldn't do that very easily with the audio and all of that kind of stuff if you're in the same room, and it's given me a lot to think about, and actually I think that would be really beneficial to us. But that ability to put 2 separate things on would be super helpful. And we come up against issues, I suppose, of security occasionally when we're streaming online. People who are baptised, who are from countries where it's illegal to be a Christian, that are going home there again, people who are missionaries in sensitive areas, all of those kind of things. And to be able to just cut the stream out and say, we'll be back shortly, which is what was on their slide, when that happens, and then, and then sort of come back to the stream would be super useful. So that was really helpful. I think looking at the team morale and how they support their teams and all of those things was really helpful. I've learned a lot from them in terms of how we do church, sort of technically how we do church, and also how we operate as teams and how we support and love one another as teams within the church. And that's something that I really want to emulate in our teams, and continue to be supporting our teams in that way. We met the team as well, so the people who head it up, and Zoe came with me, so it was really great. This is a picture of all of us, and it was just really fun to be there, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I think this is my goal, this kind of setup. I think that's probably what's best. Their budget is so much bigger. So for example, this is all their cameras. Some of those cameras I would like to get. Those lenses come separately. It's a lot of money, as you can see. And so actually it was really good to see those in place and actually think, how, is it worth the money? I think so often you see these cameras and things and they're so expensive, and you think, actually, are they going to make any difference to us as a church family? Are they going to help? Or is it just unnecessary expense? And having thought and chatted to Zoe about it afterwards a lot, I've sort of gone from one extreme to the other on this and thinking, well, there's no point in having 4K cameras because we can't stream that fast and all of that kind of stuff, to sort of thinking, well, actually, if we had 4K cameras, would that then give us the digital perspective to be able to push in and still have good enough quality video while making things so much easier for operators? And that was the big thing about Castle Hill. It was great to be at that church, chat a bit more about their work producing the City of Light stuff, as well as their work producing church each week. So that was really helpful. I know we sing a lot of City of Light church songs if you haven't heard them, but they're great. And yeah, so that was really, really good to be able to do that and have a think about those things. I mean, it's just a short vlog this time because actually I've come away from this church with things to think about. So maybe when I'm back in the UK, I'll do another video that says, on reflection, what am I going to put in practice? But I think for now, I'm just grateful for lots of things to think about and that opportunity. Over and out.